When you think of a well-prepared family, you probably picture shelves of canned food, animals in the yard, and a pantry stocked to the brim. That's great, but here's the catch. Even the most seasoned preppers and homesteaders often forget a few critical things. In this video, we're talking about the 3 prepper mistakes most homesteaders overlook. If you're serious about preparedness, you don't want these blind spots in your plan. Mistake number 1. Thinking water storage alone is enough. Water is life, everyone knows it, and almost every prepper starts by storing it. Maybe you've got 55-gallon barrels, a stack of water cases, or even a cistern. That's a good start. But here's the problem. Water runs out. Imagine a long-term grid failure or weeks of supply chain disruption. What happens when those barrels are empty? If there's a major disruption, the store shelves would stay empty. To come up with the fix, we have to expand our minds past simple water storage and delve into water production or procurement. Having multiple water sources like rainwater harvesting through a house gutter system, a shallow well, or even knowing where the nearest natural stream is can be a great start. Also, keep a variety of filtration methods for redundancy. Remember, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. A Sawyer squeeze, a countertop Berkey, and purification tablets or bleach drops is a strong foundation. Definitely practice using your systems now. Don't wait until an emergency to realize you don't know how to assemble a Berkey filter or backflush your Sawyer. True preparedness is more than just buying things to put on shelves. Test and audit your systems. A lot of people think they're set because they have X gallons per person. But in reality, water isn't a storage problem. It's a renewable supply problem. Mistake number 2. Forgetting medical preparedness. Well-developed preppers may know how to fix a broken fence, tend to animals, or preserve food. But when it comes to medical emergencies, most people are shockingly underprepared. Think about this. You cut your hand with a hatchet while chopping wood. Normally, you'd rinse it out and drive to urgent care for stitches and antibiotics. But if the grid is down, that little cut could become infected, and infections can kill. Fixing this potential weakness is possible. Buy or build a real first aid kit, not just a box of Band-Aids. You need gauze, antiseptic wipes, antibiotic ointments, trauma shears, and at least 1 tourniquet. Once again, buying things to put on a shelf isn't enough. Take a Stop the Bleed course or get basic first aid training. A few hours of instruction could mean the difference between life and death. As a side note, be sure to store extra medications. If you or your family rely on daily prescriptions, talk to your doctor about a backup supply. Think about your animals, too. A goat or dog with an untreated infection can create heartbreak and loss for your family at a time when we cannot afford distractions. Yes, food and water keep you alive. But proper medical care can keep you from dying from not only the big things, but the small things as well. Mistake number 3. Overlooking energy and power. Food won't cook itself. Phones, radios, and GPS devices won't run without power. And when the sun goes down, candles and flashlights only last so long. A lot of preparedness-minded individuals assume they'll just use wood or just light a lantern. That works for a few days, but long-term survival requires a serious energy plan. The fix for this can be costly. There are budget-friendly options that are better than nothing. Start small with solar power banks for phones and handheld radios. When you can, step up to a portable power station like a Goal Zero Yeti or Bluetti. These can seriously help your quality of life in many ways. They have a much larger impact than just recharging your essential survival gear. A worthwhile long-term goal may be a small solar array. There are many renewable energy setups that can be viable small-scale. Store extra fuel in stoves. A propane camp stove, a wood gasifier, or even a rocket stove can keep you cooking. Don't forget lighting. This can have a much greater psychological effect than you think. Items like solar lanterns, LED flashlights, or kerosene lamps for backup. During the Texas freeze in 2021, plenty of people had food, but no way to cook it or keep warm. Don't let that be you or your family. Bonus mistake: forgetting about community. Preparedness is often thought of as a solo mission, but history proves otherwise. The families and communities that work together are the ones that make it through. Don't isolate yourself. Start now, while society still somewhat functions. Build relationships with neighbors, local farmers, church groups, and other homesteaders. Share skills, trade goods, and keep an eye out for each other. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Self-reliance is important, but community resilience is stronger. We covered some gold here. Let's quickly recap how we can improve upon our in-place systems and mindsets. Don't rely on water storage alone. You must build renewable water systems. You can't afford to overlook medical preparedness. Injuries and infections are deadly. Don't ignore energy and power. Cooking, communication, and warmth depend on it. Fix these gaps, and your odds of not just surviving, but thriving goes from good to great. Stay safe, stay prepared. I'll see y'all in the next video.